brothers or sisters, are they? A significant increase in cases of Lyme disease in this country. A study of GP records suggesting the condition may be 3 times more common than has been reported. The official estimate for the UK is around 2,000 to 3,000 new cases annually. But if the numbers continue to go up at a similar rate, experts reckon the UK could see in excess of 8,000 cases a year. Let's go and talk to Julia Knight, who's from the charity Lyme Disease UK, who also is a Lyme disease sufferer. Julia, welcome to the show. Can we just try and summarise? Yeah, good to talk to you. Can we just summarise for everybody what Lyme disease is?
Yeah, Lyme disease is a bacterial infection, and it's transmitted to humans via an infected tick bite.
And you can get bitten by ticks here in this country. You don't have to go abroad for it.
Not at all. Ticks are endemic all throughout the UK. You need to bear in mind they don't all carry the infection, but obviously they don't carry a label saying I'm infected.
Because lots of people get bitten by insects all the time. So if you're bitten by an infected tick or insect, what are the symptoms of Lyme disease then?
So if you get bitten by an infected tick, initially some people, not everybody, some people get a rash. It normally takes about 3 days or more to appear, and it can resemble a bullseye shape, but it can be a flat red rash as well, and the nature of it is it gradually spreads outwards, quite big. But not everybody gets that rash. The people, if you don't get the rash, you need to look out for a flu-like illness, headache, neck ache, feeling very unwell, fever, particularly at the time of year where you wouldn't normally think you'd get the flu.
Yeah. If you get the rash, is it one that will disappear and go after a few days, or will it still be there after a week, 2 weeks?
It depends. Some people it stays for quite a long time, but it normally is quite distinctive because of the way it expands outwards.
So once you've been bitten and the insect has Lyme disease, and let's say you get a rash or you get these flu-like symptoms, you presumably will go to a GP, and is it easily diagnosed?
Well, if you get the rash, that is diagnostic for Lyme disease in itself and should be treated straight away with antibiotics. If you don't get a rash, but you know you've been bitten by a tick and you get the flu-like symptoms, we have a 2-tier testing system in the UK, but sadly the testing we use here isn't 100% reliable. So some people get false negative results and be dismissed as not having it.
If you don't go to the GP, Julia, will you get better with Lyme disease? Will the flu symptoms go, but the infection is still there in the system, or not?
The infection is still there, and if it's not diagnosed and treated properly, it can go on to affect your heart or your nervous system or your joints, and it becomes a long-term debilitating illness, and it's very hard to treat after that point.
Right, so you've got to catch it early. If you don't, then you may well be left with it for a long time, if not forever. But if it's caught early, then antibiotics will sort it out, will it?
So if it's caught early and you get diagnosed quickly, get on the right antibiotics. There's a guideline for GPs to prescribe by. 3 to 6 weeks of antibiotics, hopefully will knock it on the head. Some people, it might take a bit longer. But, you know, the name of the game is try not to get bitten in the first place by a tick. And if you are and show any symptoms, get to the GP and get some treatment.
Why are more people getting Lyme disease in this country?
I think there's various reasons. I think, for instance, last winter we had a very mild winter, and normally ticks start their life cycle early spring and then fade away at the end of, say, late autumn. But because we had such a mild, warmish winter, and we're also getting hotter summers. Last last winter, we had people coming to us for advice for tick bites all through the winter.
And for you, are you clear of the disease now?
No, I'm not. No, because the diagnosis was missed. I didn't become very, very ill for about 5 months. But when I did, my health declined to the point that I was bedridden for a short while and then housebound for 7 years because it attacked my nervous system. And I still live with problems from that now.
Julia Knight, who set up the charity Lyme Disease UK, catch it early is the key, but more cases are appearing in this country. Julia, good luck in the work you're doing. I really appreciate your time.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
A minute to 5.